buffer for this. Dude, I'm on scotch. I'm hoping I actually collapse about 5 minutes into this. Don't puke. Oh my god, these aren't really VIPs.
What's the countdown now?
Dude, there is no... What's the countdown to doomsday, man? It's like what? Like 2 minutes? 3? 5 minutes. We're saying 5 minutes over here. Exactly.
Michelle got your interview, but like between? She already got you? The girl from space?
Yes, she did.
She did? Oh, wonderful. Okay, cool.
No, thanks very much. Wow, bless you, sir.
Imagine you see the film and be like, oh, Christ!
No. In
terms of what they can air,
you can't believe the amount of pretentious stuff I said before. I was talking about sociality, science fiction, racism in the future, all this stuff. It should last for all about 5 seconds if they use any of it.
Yeah. Good.
Okay, excellent. That should be fun.
I am disgustingly sober, by the way. It's what scares me the most right now. I know. I've actually reached the point where I have beer, I drink alcohol. I'm so nervous. It's just like it's eating it. It just goes in. Oh fuck! They're letting people in.
How you doing? It's great you all came out for this film. It's the world premiere of 16 Tongues. 7 years ago, I was in New Jersey and I met the writer-director, Scooter McCrae. He handed me a trailer for this film. And over the years, we would talk and I'd ask him, what's going on with 16 Tongues? And he'd say, well, it's in post-production. And this is like 6 years ago, 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 16 Tongues was in post-production. Now, Scooter's first film, the film right before this, Shatterdead, was so well received in Britain it caused an obscenity trial. And it was actually denounced by Parliament, which is pretty unique in the annals of exploitation cinema. This film is, let's just say it surpasses all the more impressive shock value content of the first film. And, well, I don't want to spoil any surprises. Let's just say there are many surprises to be had. I think you will all be very, very riveted by 16 Tongues. So without further ado, he's already right here, my God. Please let me introduce to you the gynecologically driven Scooter McCrae.
Gynecologically driven? I feel like a Cronenberg character. Yeah, it's been a long time coming, this one, and that's what happens when you don't have a whole lot of money and you're doing everything by yourself. We had a very, very small crew on this. I'm dignifying what we had with the word crew. It was basically 3 or 4 of us doing most of the stuff on here. And I'm not going to waste too much time telling you about it. There'll be a Q&A afterwards. My only request is that you don't throw anything sharp at us on stage. But it's shot on video, so bear with that. It's digital video. It looks good, but it's not film. And that's one more reason I appreciate everyone showing up here, because there's not as much of an audience for that. But when you don't have a couple $1 million to make a film, you just kind of have to go with what you have. And who really gives a fuck what it ends up on? Magnetized toilet paper, whatever. As long as there's an image there and there's a story to be told and there's something interesting to say, hopefully you end up with something worth seeing in the end. And whatever you do not be afraid to laugh. It's science fiction, it's pornographic at points, but it's always absurd for the most part. So, you know, bear with it. And we hear the seats slamming up as people leave. It's music to our ears, but we hope no one leaves. And that's it for now, I guess. And President Bush sucks. I decided to.
Anything strike you in particular about Scooter's movie?
Well, I think Scooter.
Obviously, you're being interviewed by the guys who made it, so
yeah.
You don't have to lie to us at all. I mean.
No. I think in terms of, I mean, it's a science fiction film, but even more specific than that, it's kind of a cyberpunk or splatterpunk, which is a genre that, on its own, is already kind of diverges from science fiction in that it's a lot more critical of technology. It shows you technology kind of not really being a positive presence in humanity, and also what cyberpunk does is it adds sexuality or sex and violence, and those two things together is something that the mainstream or mainstream science fiction is kind of afraid of. So anytime you mix sexuality with violence, it always becomes a much more contentious and hot. And I think 16 Tongues, again, extremely low budgeted film, it probably does that much more than any film I can remember. What it does, I think, is even sexuality is no longer fun in the film because it's too easy and free. I mean, there's this interesting idea where pornography is the default setting. You walk into the hotel room and it's on the television, and to get it off, you have to sort of slide your card through and pay to sort of have it off, which is a complete reversal of the way it is now, where you try and get pornography illegally or get it however way you can to make it not make it free. And here it's already free, so you have to pay to get it off. So all the central characters don't seem to get any pleasure through sexuality. So that's kind of telling you that technology has got to the point where it's even deprived us of the simple things in life, which is sex. It's fun. And in this film, it becomes too easy, and it becomes embroiled with violence and technology in a very negative way.